Okay, next question is from just about everyone. And I've seen it recently on a Facebook group, people talking about it. Is the cost of prepping for a show, is it even worth it compared to the payout? It's a personal thing. You know, majority of bodybuilders got into it for the love of doing it, for the challenge of changing your body, to see exactly what you can do, how far you can push yourself. It was never about money. It was never about money for me. I certainly never dreamt of being able to make money and doing it. You know, I just loved doing it. I wanted to be the best I could be. That said, there's maybe, I want to say 5%. I'm just guessing. 5% of all bodybuilders, fitness, bikini, every division, that it's worth it for. And you know, that's guys that are, or guys and girls. I mean, let's face it, even the top bikini girls, their suits cost upwards of $1,000 or more. Most of them don't have a sponsor. They'll say, I'm sponsored, I have this, I'm sponsored by this and that and this. Some of them get a free bikini. Some of them get a percentage off the bikini. But then you got to consider flight and hotel, missing work, because what do you do when you're not there? I'm assuming you have a job. You know, some of the bikini girls probably are married and have husbands that pay for most of the stuff. You know, that wasn't a sexist comment, it's reality. Some of them, most of them probably pay their own way. But the reality is, even if she wins a show and she wins $2,000, so then you got your suit, your food, your memberships, your supplements, your travel, your hotel. No, there's no way that's worth it financially. It's not the greatest business decision. You know, a few years ago I stopped doing the shows that only paying out $3,000. For the 212 division, the winner gets $3,000, second place gets $2,000, third place gets $1,000. Now, considering the costs, and for me, just missing work, I'm going to miss Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Right there, I would have made the same, if not more, than even if I won the show. So no, it's not really worth it. You may be lucky enough to have a sponsor that will pay for your flights, your hotel. Most people don't. You may be lucky enough to have a sponsor that'll pay bonuses. Most people don't. So if you're thinking about getting into bodybuilding, fitness, whatever, don't do it for the money. Now, if you want to do it to make a business out of it, utilize your notoriety or whatnot to get more business for personal training, online training, whatever, then that's good. That's great. But a very, 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 very few people come out on top each year financially when it comes to costs versus you know, winning. So do not get into bodybuilding, do not get into the fitness industry if you're doing it to make money, unless you're Phil Heath, Flex Lewis, Dexter Jackson. There's a small handful. There's a small handful. I have always worked, always, because I had to. Even as an amateur, I always paid my own way, my own flights, my own hotels. And for many years I was doing Team Universe, Nationals, and USAs all in the same year. It was very expensive. But, you know, I loved it. I loved it. It was something I have a passion for. Just like someone likes to collect guns, or you know, that's very expensive, or collect anything, or people are gearheads and love cars. That's a lot of money. You're rarely going to make money doing what you're passionate about. If you are, then you're very lucky. I happen to be passionate about teaching, coaching, helping people, training people, and I love that, and I'm lucky, and I get to make a living doing that. But even with all the success I've had on stage, I wouldn't say I made a lot of money. You know, only when I've won big shows or placed really well in the big shows. Now, you're also going to hear these people out there. I don't know where this number keeps coming up. Oh, it costs you 10 grand to get ready for a show. Dude, if it costs you 10 grand to get ready for a show, then you're nuts. Like, I mean, maybe if you consider your rent at home and your car and your gas, but those are all things you're going to pay for anyway. If you're talking supplements, you're paying 10 grand in supplements. That's overkill. That's ridiculous. I mean, a contest prep should only be 3 or 4 months. So you're going to spend 10 grand on supplements in 3 or 4 months? That's ridiculous. I don't see it at all. So don't listen to all that. I mean, sure, there are people out there, I'm sure there are, that are way out of hand and spending way too much. And, you know, I'd like to know who those people are and how they're doing, how they're faring in these shows. But to answer your question, no, it shouldn't be about the money, because you'll be sadly disappointed if you're doing this for money. It's not about the money. It's about the passion and the enjoyment and the personal fulfillment of achieving a goal, whether you win or you just look better than you've ever looked. That's what it's about. That's what it's always been about for me. So, you know, I always like to say, expect the worst and hope for the best. Because I never in my wildest dreams did I think I'd be a pro, traveling the world, getting paid. So it's all bonus for me. It's all great. You know, I've had supplement contracts. I've won big shows. I've gotten big checks sent to me. You know, it's been amazing. You know, and I never expected it. So, you know, it's all good to me. So that if you look at it that way, and that you don't go into it expecting anything, expecting any money, just try to be the best you can be, and you'll be happy with the outcome. So good luck. That's my stance.
Alright, this is the Boston Mass. Thanks again for watching. Now, if you're not subscribing, subscribe now. Tell all your friends to subscribe. If you haven't, do it now. Alright?